Hello and welcome, listeners, to another episode of Tactical Awareness. It's Season 3, Episode 33. We're back with more Heroes to Zeros. It's the final installment of Haqqislam with Haqqislam Prime. I am joined by my co-hosts Owen and Dan, where we make army lists for Infinity N5, break down our favorite units and why we took them, and then round up any units that were overlooked. So let's dive in, check out what's going on with the boys, and get this going. Because it's time to end this thing with vanilla Haqqislam. Hey everybody, welcome to other Heroes to Zeros. It's our series where we break down lists for every faction in Infinity N5, talk about what we took, talk about the things that we like in what we took, and then cover anything that we missed. I'm joined by Owen and Dan today, and we're doing vanilla Haqqislam. And this is like a greatest hits basically of all of the previous factions. They do a little bit of everything. You get 2 duos and a Harris. The duos have all of our favorite things: Nafetans, Zaydans, Mukhtars, Janzabans, Havzas, Azraels, Najarans, Maghriba Guards, Shakushas, Rouhani, and Yara Haddad. And then our duos and Harrises, we can do a Burkut, Korsan, Odalisk, and Sekband up to 2. And then Quarry, Muyibs, Janissaries, and Leela. So still some linking options. It still weirds me out that vanilla factions can link stuff. Did anybody lean into that with their list? Or did you just mix and match?
I found making this list like incredibly difficult.
Really?
Yeah, I just click some buttons and we'll see what happens.
Because
well, I'll go. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. Do yours.
I'll go first. Yeah. Because I went with like, well, what's fun about, I did what I always do with the vanilla ones where I'm like, I'm going to mix up all of the different factions basically and try and take a little bit from all of them and see how that rolls. Because that's my favorite way to do these vanilla lists. So my list is called Miss Me With That Shit. And that's because it's got one of my favorite things to do, because Owen's done it to me so many times, which is take a duo of guys with missile launchers that are real good at shooting them and park them somewhere. But that's my group 2. My group 1, I've got that's not the right one. At the bottom. My group 1, I got some Janzabans because I can take 2 duos. So I got a Janzaban, HMG, and Doctor +3. Now these are the MSV2 Gunfighters, PS12, Meaty Shock, Regenerate, and Warhorse with terrain total. Just real simple meat and potatoes arm 3 guys. The Regenerate is there to kind of pop them back to life, but I do have a Doctor in case they go down the active turn. And then I got a pair of Sekbands, a Sekband Doctor +3, and then a Lieutenant with an AP rifle, light shotgun, and chain colt. And they're hanging out with a Janissary. Because why not have a Janissary HMG at the site with my Sekband Doctor there to give him a little back rub and bring him back to life. I've also got the NCO there because the Sekbands are all NCOs to eat up that Lieutenant order and give me a little bit of extra mobility. And a Janissary is like a no joke BS attack -3, BS 14 HMG. Like that's a terrifying gunfighter when it comes to like putting things down. So we've got kind of a bit of heavy infantry with some backup, and you can still do that here because the 2 Sekbands will give him the bonus die. Got myself an Al Hawa Killer Hacker. Love this guy. Cyberminds lets me go into attack mode basically with infiltration, so I can hunt down some enemy hackers. A Fanus for an extra order, and a Assassin Fide, because why would I not take a Fide if I can? And this is the only place outside of Assassin Baram that you can take them. And give myself some impersonation. And then finally, a unique model to this faction. I only use one of the 2, though. I use Zaleka Nazarova, the Kum Enforcer. Now, her sister's a little more boring. This one has +1 burst CC attack, however, and then a Courage, dodge +2 inches, dogged, immunity shock, impetuous, min -3, and no cover with +1 burst light flamethrowers and smoke grenades. She's also got a +2 burst breaker pistol for a burst 4 breaker pistol up close, which is no joke. and she's 8'6" because she's on a motorcycle. So flying up to people and point blank shooting them with breaker pistols. Not as good as she used to be, where she was burst 4 in melee with that breaker pistol, but she still has
a shadow of what she used to be.
She's a shadow of what she used
brutal.
to be. But she has an explosive ghost gun weapon, and she's real handy for missions like breaking boxes or destroying servers. And then in group 2, we've got the miss me part of miss me with that shit, which is 2 Zed missile launchers. Because when you can have shock missile launchers with marksmanship and combat instinct and warhorse standing overwatch on things with bonus dice, I mean, why wouldn't you? I love the idea of this. And they both regenerate, which means if they go down in ARO, they might come back up, and risking fighting these two guys is a nightmare proposition, because potentially forward-icing missile launchers of people, if you're watching both of them at the same time, that's a lot of kill you with an explosive shock round.
With regeneration, they just automatically rejoin the link, right?
Yeah, if they pass.
Yeah, because it's in the states phase, yeah. Just pop back up, baby. What a nightmare sitting on a tower these two would be. And then I got an Al-Hawa killer hacker, a second one, to go out and do the remainder of my killer hacking that I want to get done. Although I might switch that one to a hacker, actually. Do I have the Swick? I don't have the Swick. That's why I didn't do it. And then 2 Camille's. Because why not have Camille's? They're great. I guess I could have done. Oh no, it's because I'm model capped. That's why I didn't. Or am I model capped? I might not be, because I could drop the 2 or one of the Camille's down to a Fanus. No, it's because I only get 1 Fanus. That's why I didn't do that. I was thinking I could massage in a war core, but I can't quite get it because I can't get the points right. And that's it. Just a mix and match grab bag of all the factions, kind of like key players, hanging out and maxing out my link teams in a basic thing. I didn't take any yons, although I considered it. Mostly just because of the orders. Who's up next?
I'll go, so we don't end with nonsense.
Okay.
Got a couple Delamis. This is like the super kind of ARO army. Got a couple Delamis to just be annoying, because you never know when the Pantherfell is going to hit. We got Nauf. Because Nauf. Why not?
Can you link in this? You can't link in this, can he?
No.
He doesn't link anymore. He's got decoy now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got decoy instead. Yeah, because they got rid of his one faction, which was what, Starco? Starco's gone. Starco's dead for now until they bring back Starco.
They'd have to make a different thing of now to link him again now. But decoy's nice. Decoy's very nice. And so you can kind of put an arrow.
Yep.
He's
still got the plus burst with the multi-snipers, so that's pretty good. Why not bring more sniper rifles? With the Jambazans. Honestly, it's just the funnest word to say in all of Infinity.
Oh, Black Betty, Jambazan.
Name a name. I can't speak. I'm also, my brain is dusting.
Yeah,
name anything else in Infinity that's more fun to say than Jambazan.
Longwang.
Longwang. Obviously. Longwang.
You would.
Fucking just got
Mokhtar also good, but Jambazan doesn't quite hit just like Jambazan.
I don't know. Does it hit as well as Longwang? Because I feel like you've been served, son.
Anyway, I brought the AP sniper. I don't know. I'm not convinced by this. Maybe it should be the.
Well, it's shock sniper, right? Because the BS shock is based into his profile.
That's true. You got the MSV sniper, and you got the MSV1 sniper, you got the MSV2 sniper, then you got the Doctor Jamzan to just hang out, medkit, either one or both. Kind of just keep those snipers up. They're probably on opposite sides of the board. Then we got Al-Hua.
Al-Hua.
He's just sitting there to go push a button at some point. Maybe he'll shotgun someone to death or decharge something. So there's one in each group, and they just kind of hang out, and they want to do nothing until it's time to go whoop and do the thing. Barid killer.
Why didn't I bring a Barid? Now looking back, I'm like, I forgot about the Barid. That would have been.
It's so hard. There's so many things. There's so many things to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
I brought a Nafatin lieutenant because why not? But also, I forgot about the lieutenant. And I'm like, I need to fit something in here, and I don't want to remove anything, and I'm too lazy to redo my list. And
We've gone too far. We can't go back.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, we can't go back.
I actually brought the Barid lieutenant by accident, the hacker lieutenant, and I'm like, wait, I don't want this one. the other one. So that's how I got there. So group 2, we got 2 Zaydens, Medkit Doctor, and HMG. So the Zayden just goes and goes and goes until he can't. And then the doctor picks him up and he goes and goes and goes till he can't. And then he gets back up and then he arrows. And then the Janissary with 2 Corsans. The Corsans are kind of like, hey, we're cheap corner blockers, but also when the Janissary eventually dies, Janissary missile launcher is really, really annoying to deal with. The Corsans can then duo themselves, assuming another duo has failed, and then they can just run up and chain rifle the whole world. Another Hua, like I said before, and then a Hunziker, because why not? Also, another, he exists to go push a button as well.
He passes butter.
So yeah, so it's just tons of arrow. I really don't want to do much except walk up with some Zaydens during my turn and do nothing else. Except for the Alphawas and Hunzikets pushing buttons. And everything else is just, I exist to make your life terrible, but also I got a breed hacker that with a picture that maybe I'll kill you as well. Unless you're standing up, and then I got tons of snipers and missile launchers to blow you off the board. Is it good? I have no clue. I don't know. There's so many things. I'm like, I missed profiles.
It's a greatest hits. It has a little bit of everything.
I feel like it's not unique. It doesn't have like a Haqqislam flair. It's just like a
well, let's talk about Owens then, because Owens starts with Haqqislam flair, which I am so happy to see here.
It's salad. Where's the
salad?
salad?
You talk salad. Did we take in salad yet?
He only shows up here.
Yeah,
this is the only place.
This
he's only here now.
Yep. There's a different Saladin in 012.
In 012, yeah.
One. But this Saladin exists.
I didn't think didn't he used to be in Rama?
Nope.
I have like maybe it was just regular. I have a memory of fighting him in an Alpha Z at the same time. It must have just been.
Oh, probably because he used to bring the Alpha Z because the Azrael was bad for a long time.
Yeah.
And so the Alpha Z was a pretty good like corner guard, but now the Alpha Z is not available in vanilla.
Yeah.
He was a good corner camp to protect him, but can't do that anymore.
He does everything. Yeah. Albedo, repeater, counterintelligence, courage, immunity shock, no wounding cap, triangulated fire.
So this Saladin is the bad one.
Yeah, way worse.
The 012 Saladin is like so much better.
It used to be the opposite, and I'm so happy 012 got some love.
Yeah, the Starmada Saladin is a monster. But yes, this Saladin who we're talking about right now, he's the fighty Saladin. Right? Triangulated fire with an emitter is something.
And Albedo 6.
Yeah, so he can pick a fight against the one thing that the rest of my list is afraid of, which is to say MSV.
Yeah.
Not kinda. He can light shotgun.
No, you triangulated emitter it.
But emitter doesn't kill it.
Depends what it is.
Depends what it is. But
and if it's a light guy, then I'll just dive him, and we'll get to that. Because there's a lot of models who will trade their lives to kill a one wound, non-isolatable / immobilizable MSV guy.
100%.
Yeah. Saladin. The main gimmick, the real reason I brought Saladin, 1, because I like him, 2, because he can switch guys between groups, and 3, I can always keep my 2 Daylami in reserve and put them down at the same time and confuse my opponents about whether or not it was a Sunduk butt. Because I also have a Sunduk butt.
Because of course you have a Sunduk butt. It's the greatest hits.
Yeah. And so, so my list just goes off the rails right away. We've got our Hunziker, who I think is just amazing.
Your box.
Two Hunzikets, actually.
Yes, the other one's somewhere.
Hunziker Daylami, Saladin, Sonic Butt,
Fade, Bashi Bazook, Corsan, Layla.
Can we talk about that Bashi Bazook again just for a minute? Because we talked about him earlier in the previous episodes, but like that +1 burst contender is so good.
Yeah, he's a monster. I'm not sold yet on which one of them are better between him and the T2 AP boarding shotgun guy, but they're both really good. They do different things, but I think the contender wins out because the amount of times this guy needs to shoot from a distance.
Yeah.
And because of his surprise attack and his ability to just sneak around because of it, I kind of err on the contender side. Also, a lot of people just die. Like, oh, yeah, hit your knight. Make 2 saves. Oh, you failed one? No, you're dead.
You're dead.
No, but like he shoots 3 times, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you're off.
He's
Like,
burst 3 with that +1 burst because they gave
Yeah,
him +1
he's-
burst natively, and then he's got +1 burst like built in as well. And he's surprise attacking you from cover usually. He's got the
yes.
hull projector.
Yep. And he's coming from some weird angle because he's walking in off the board edge.
As a Gulam.
I mean, everyone knows what he is. So you walk in pretending to be shotguns and then not.
Yeah, you bring in the T2 boarding shotgun with the BS Tech AP, and they're like, "Oh shoot, he's gonna." And you peek around the corner, and they're like, "I dodge because it's a boarding shotgun, or I shoot." And you're like, "Contender."
Yep.
And you get 2 of these guys.
Yeah. I've got a Fide, the Corsan, who is another like beast.
The parachute deployment zone.
I brought 2 of those. Yep. He's just solid. BS attack -3, CC attack -3, climbing plus, courage, natural born warrior, 6'2". He's got a boarding shotgun. He's not there to do anything. He's there to kill people.
21 points. He's there to kill all the baggage bots, to kill all the flash bots, to kill all the war cores. His job is just to go around cleaning up orders.
He can just shoot you in the back and you're at a -6 to dodge.
Yep.
Oof.
Like he walks in behind you and then shoots you in the back. And yeah, it's real bad. Or he just walks into melee and he goes, all right, CC -3. Oh, you're one of those little like nobody melee guys. Sweet. Take POW 7. Like if they have a template or something like that.
Yeah.
Group 2, I have my Brid, because of course, Brid. He's going to stand near Saladin and hope that he can protect Salad from the incoming missiles.
Getting targeted every day, all day.
Yep. Another Al Hawa, another Corsan, another Bashi, another Al Hawa, Killer Hacker Edition. And so like I'm just going to be spread all over the board. I mentioned at the beginning that I had a lot of trouble building a vanilla list, and it's because like without a mission, I don't know what to do. Like Haqqislam is like everyone can do a job, and like in a certain mission scenario, these guys are going to be really effective, and in this mission, they're not going to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're just like, if it's add models, I'm like, just greatest hits like Azrael, Asawira, Fide, Mutz. Like,
I would like to see you play this list because it's almost a variation of your Baram list, right? It doesn't go extravagantly into some things, but like those Bashi bazooks are kind of like really affordable versions of the AR.
You know, well, this is like this is the amalgamation of QK and assassins into one thing.
It's just neat. Yeah. It's neat because it does a whole bunch of things, but it's a little bit wider. Like you don't have any remotes. You know what I mean? There's no dead stock here. Everybody can do something. Like
I barely even have a heavy infantry. List. There's one heavy infantry guy,
and it's a Sundik butt.
It's a Sundik butt who's going to be hiding in the back, shooting.
Have you ever brought a Sundik butt with a Fearbot before?
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've also brought the AP Spitfire one too. I almost brought this guy as the active turn viral plus burst one, if only to have somebody who could be like a heavy fighter. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to just do the objective, and that's that.
Yeah.
And then my Hunzakuts will just use their irregulars to just do the jobs, and the Daylami will probably be dead. It's fine. And then you send the Corsans to wipe out their back line. You use the Bashis to wipe out their front line. You've got Fide starting right in the middle of their army. And so it's like my like the mental image of how it all plays out is my opponent. We both deploy, and I put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 camo markers. Saladin is standing there, Barid is standing there, and Layla is standing there. And that's it. And now what do you do? What do you do to walk into that? And if you walked forward and you got into a fight with the Sundik butt or the Daylami, the first thing that's going to happen to you is on my turn, the Corsans are going to come out from behind and just stab you in the back. And then the Bashis are going to come from the sides. And the Fide may or may not still be alive. And the Hunzakuts are going to just go push the objectives. And like, they're just everywhere. That's the idea. Like, I want to attack from every side of the board.
Yep. Swarm you with stuff.
Yep. There's going to be guys starting right outside your deployment zone, behind your deployment zone, on the sides of your deployment zone, halfway up the board.
That's what I mean. There's no dead stock. Like, there's no like guy that you can like hunt for orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that being said, you have 9 regular orders and 60 regular orders, which is very
Yep.
funny.
But
But
I
you
mean,
also have
like,
Strategos level 2, so you have 2 lieutenant orders, right? That are both
nah, you just get
regular.
one. You just get one.
Doesn't he? Oh, sorry, that's right. He's supposed to a command token, not plus 1 order.
Which you'll likely use because you're
Yeah.
going to coordinate stuff and move people around, and you can convert all of those irregulars around. Because like this list has no need for speedball either. Nobody's coming back. Like,
No.
who
We didn't hire
cares?
doctors. We didn't hire doctors for this.
So you're just
We've
going to use
canceled
those.
all of your health insurance. None of you are coming back. Your brief dynamic lives will be in service to the great Haqqislam Empire.
Yeah. The Caliphate needs you. Go get him, Hansacut.
Go get
All
him.
right, you push the button. No, we're not paying for you to get back into camo. We're using your order.
That's right. We need that order. Don't worry, we can buy
Yeah.
another Sundik bud.
Yeah, we can get another Hansacut. I would honestly like look to the other model that was in here instead of the Sundik bud was the Boktar.
Yeah.
For
He's
similar reasons.
I mean, we talked about him during QK.
Wait, was he in this list? No, I don't.
Is he? What were you talking about? Was it the Azrael?
Am I just wrong?
Might be the Azrael you're talking about.
No, it was the Boktar. It was the Boktar. It was the parachutist.
Yeah,
the parachutist paramedic or parachutist. Parachutist paramedic. But I couldn't figure out the 2 points without giving up another Al-Hawa hacker. But that Al-Hawa killer hacker is no joke. You don't want to run into this surprise attack Trinity on a whip 14 dude.
No, Trinity minus 3. Surprise! Or sorry, it's not even surprise.
No, he's just normal. It's the Bereed can shoot. But like the other one too is you can like shoot a pitcher if you really feel like it, and then like coordinate killer hacks between Layla, the Bereed, and the Al-Hawa, and just kill somebody. And they won't see it coming necessarily because they'll just see Layla and the Bereed standing next to Zaladin at the beginning of the game, and you're like, this is all I got.
It's I severely underplay Strategos level 2 in that you can like move a guy for free every turn.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like, oh, you killed a few guys in that command group, or even you stripped that command group. And it's just like swap. That guy has enough orders to do what he needs to do now.
Yeah.
Also,
that gunfighter lives over here now. Yeah.
It's I've had so many opportunities to do it, and like retrospect, I'm like, I forgot I could do that. And for somebody who plays Strategos level 2 somewhat often, it's I need to get better at this game.
Like this list only has 4 parachutists. I have been playing one that has 5 recently. Like that's been my list.
It's hard when you get more than 4. Just you're like, I don't have anything on the board.
And your order strips, yeah, it's hard to maneuver around unless you bring them
in. I would probably say like if you wanted to like adjust this list in some meaningful way, you could probably do something like downgrade one of the Al-Hawas or downgrade the Hansacut to a Yuan, and then upgrade one of the Al-Hawas to a Toreg or something like that. And then that way you're under the 10 orders on the board, so they can't strip you anymore.
Oh yeah. But you have counterintelligence anyway, so they're only stripping.
But that's kind of where I went, screw it, it's just one. But one is like one order for one command token is not a great deal. And there's no secret if you have Saladin that you have counterintelligence. So if my opponent wants to spend it, fair enough. Which means they're going to spend 2 command tokens off the bat because they're going to buy their speedball and whatnot.
And
I've had a few people just strip 1. They're like, I'm not using my command tokens, so I'm just going to strip 1 from you.
I do that. Not for this list. This list you couldn't do it, but like in like Toha, you can be like, sure, strip it.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, vanilla hack. The only thing that they get that is unique, I believe, is basically the biker gang, and even the Kum motorized troops are now in Dashat, which is surprising. But again, they're just a shadow of their old
versions. It's Saladin and the 2 sisters or whatever.
Sisters. Yeah, they're the ones.
That's the only thing unique in vanilla, which is not a lot.
Nope. Zamira's interesting, but like her sister has the more interesting guns. She has AP heavy pistols that are pulse and burst, and an EMCCW. She's berserk as well, as opposed to being +1 burst CC attack. I'd rather be +1 burst CC attack because I already move 8/6, but she can charge 14 inches with that EM close combat weapon, which is no joke.
Yeah.
CC22. I mean, they're 11 points. They're disposable, and they only exist in this. They're just a neat. They create 4 orders for 23 points, and if they launch, they're great. But you got to deliver them somehow.
I mean, there's shock immune dogged. So like against some things, you can just run the gauntlet and like I'm gonna walk 14 and then I'm gonna berserk 14. But the fact that they can't get off their bikes anymore, like
just be above ground and they can't get you.
Yeah.
That's it.
The natural enemy of the bar enforcer, stairs.
It's like the Daleks. Yeah. Oh no, my one enemy, stairs.
Yeah. There's like and then like I was saying, it's like this is my hardest problem with vanilla Aleph hack, even more than the other vanilla factions we've talked about, is because it's just like littered with specialists. Like not necessarily in that they are specialists mechanically, but like they do one thing really, really well. Nobody brought a Lasik out of the three of us. No one brought
they don't duo in this one. That's the thing is like I looked at the Lasiks and I was like, they don't duo in this. I don't know if I'd bother.
That AP viral marksman wandering around. Oh yeah, he's a menace, great. Right?
Yeah, he's real good. Absolutely.
I could upgrade somebody to be a Nadir. That's probably what I would do.
Mine was the gimmick of double marksmanship missile launchers that are shock. That was my gimmick today, which is fine. You brought a realist. I brought a.
I feel like anything that you want shock against,
the missile's going to kill you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance, but sometimes they spike dice and it kills them anyway, and that makes me happy.
I do think that vanilla Haqqislam does double Magariba Guard better than Ramah, because now you can now do double Maggie and vanilla. You couldn't do it before. They're AVA 2 though now. Yep. And if I recall,
they don't link though.
They don't.
They're max 1. They're max 1 in the fire teams, but you can make a duo. You just can't get any bonuses. So you can right. the Jaren Engineer if you want, or
yeah. So you do that, or no? You link them with the Naphatin, because he's such a cheap little dude, and his flamethrower and willingness to die to get rid of a repeater is really high. But then you can get Saladin, you can have Bereeds, you can have Layla, you can have a Corsan, you can get the Riders. Like you have so much cheap stuff in here that Task Force doesn't get.
Yeah.
You don't get the like 3 7-point flash pulse bots. So like that's a bit of a downside. But like I would have Daylami infiltrators for 8 points, even if they're irregular. That's okay because they're going to do something. Like those flash pulse bots aren't going to do anything other than die. Yeah. But if you want to try and walk up on a Magariba guard who's dragging another flamethrower behind it, and or any of the other things, because like again, you can link it with basically everybody in this group. Like hell, you could have Yara with one.
Yep.
You could have the engineer. You get 2 engineers, so you could even have both of them. You could have an engineer with deployable cover following your Magariba guard, and near the end of your turn, you just slap down the deployable cover and then reload it.
I feel like this faction is the reason why there's a 15 model cap in the game.
It is. This one and Ariadna. The two of them hand in hand were 20 model lists every time.
Every time. Ariadna suffered the most from that reduction, but this also suffered quite a bit.
The highs of Ariadna were lower than the highs of Haqqislam, but both of them had a bottom that you couldn't deal with.
A bottom of screaming berserkers that threw smoke grenades and jammed at the board.
Like the Gazis are now, and like the other thing too is Gazis don't show up in what's it called, Task Force, and because they can have jammers surrounding a Magariba guard who reloads all those jammers every turn, they become even
giant base. That 70 mil base having a huge 8-inch circle around that giant base.
All little Matuas just like I'm here.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you have a 3-inch base with an 8-inch, so it's a 19-inch circle basically. That's all reloaded.
And they can just spread out. And like the nice thing is, if you are going to bring Saladin, because why not? Coordinate all your Gazis, like send them all up in one big wave. Like you want to reveal yourself to shoot this guy, I don't care if he dies, he's 5 points garbage, and if you don't shoot him, he's just going to hang out and be a whip 15 intuitive attack jammer and it's going to be reloaded with the Magariba guard, and if you do reveal, the Magariba guard's just going to shoot you,
but also might not die because it's dogging.
Yep,
sure,
might just stand there.
He might just be like, "Oh, I guess I have to go finish my duty here, sir."
And now I run forward and chain rifle. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Or jammer. Like a lot of guys will be like, "I don't mind getting hit by a chain rifle," but a lot of them do mind about getting isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so, like, I do think there's a solid case to play double Magariba Guard in vanilla
in this
over Task Force, if only because you can pull all of the garbage out.
I was gonna say, but even Zabir and Zayova and Zulieka Nazarova are actually kind of cool in that list because they're these cool escort pieces. You don't want to go near a Magariba Guard when those two are lurking around.
Right? You could even just have it just for the fact that they could, if you did the like, haha, I engaged the Magariba Guard. This one motorcycle flies 14 inches across the board and then hits you with a burst 3
explosive.
Well, no, it's an extra burst because it's fighting with the Magariba Guard, right?
Oh, that's right.
Like, wham.
Yeah. Watch while I hit you.
Yeah.
Last thing that's worth mentioning is you can take both planes. Would you like to take both planes? Because you sure can. Would you like to have that heavy shotgun +1 burst super plane? Because you can do it, and then you can take the good one as well.
Well, good and big quotations.
Good one.
I mean, sorry. The better of the two. The one that is exactly the same point cost. So 1 point more, sorry. And you get a Spitfire and smoke grenade launcher instead of heavy shotgun +1 burst Thunderbolt.
But Albedo is only situationally good.
Yeah, MIM6 is not situationally good. Whoa, sorry. I think we're overlooking the fact that the Hatham has 4 deploy 4.
And the Zabak is 3 structure.
Oh, it changes everything. 4 deployment 4.
3 structure, 3 structure, and arm 5 is no joke for the Zabak.
I think the Zabak is actually like legitimate.
I think it's good. I think it's fine.
I think he's all right.
Yeah,
I don't know if he outclasses literally anything that he has to compete with, mostly because every faction he shows up in for the exact same points as him, you get the Azrael HMG.
That's it.
Like they're the same guy, and you're like, oh, what if I wanted my Azrael to not have cover? That would be really cool, wouldn't it?
Fly and maybe be good at fighting Atalanta.
And be worse at shooting.
Yeah, but if you find an Atalanta, you'd be real happy you have him.
I mean, if you see your opponent deploy an MSV2 guy, you just hold that little flyer back and be like, and then you go fly forward and go, ah.
That's it.
You know, Saladin also has Albadoo.
He does have Albadoo. All the times you want to gunfight.
The best skin in the game, Albadoo.
So now at the end of all things, we've done it. We've decided that it's fine. Like most of these vanilla factions, it's infinitely playable and you can do some interesting things. There's some gimmicks. What's next? Are we going to do Toha?
I played a couple games against Owen, and I still have no idea what Toha does.
Well, what's left then?
I mean, we could talk about Toha. It's fine. You want to talk about Toha?
I want to get out of the way.
And there was a bunch of people in the chat who wanted us to talk about Toha.
Okay,
yeah, but
so we'll do
we should
Toha
listen
next.
to people. What do they know?
We'll do Toha next. What's after Toha? Are we done at that point?
No,
or is it just
JSA. No, we did talk about JSA.
We did.
012?
We haven't done Aleph. Did we?
Oh, we didn't do updated Aleph.
We didn't do N5 Aleph.
Yeah.
I'm done updated enough. That's right. Okay, so it's Aleph and Toha left. That's it. Yeah, we're done.
4 episodes, and then people don't have to listen to us.
Well, I mean, technically, we'd also have to do
NA2?
NA2, sorry, yeah.
Nah.
NA2.
We'll
be back. We'll come back and do Toha, and then
I don't think NA2 actually has anything to say anymore.
I mean, that's a conversation for when we do NA2.
It's one episode.
It feels like that's how the episode's going to be. All right, so it is. We finished Hack. We're on to Toha, and then it's just Aleph. Bye, everybody.